In this video, we'll take a look at the number of protons, neutrons, electrons, and the mass number for Pb. That's lead. So for lead, there are four major isotopes right here. The only difference between the isotopes, that's going to be the number of neutrons and then the mass number. Everything else is going to be the same. So let's start out by looking at the atomic number for lead. For lead, right here on the periodic table, the atomic number, that's 82. And that's 82 for all of the isotopes. It's the identity of lead. For the protons, the atomic number, that equals the number of protons. So we have 82 protons. We'll skip the neutrons and go back to that. Let's talk about electrons. When you look at the periodic table, all of the elements on the periodic table, they're neutral. They don't have negative or positive signs after them. So they're neutral. That means the number of protons equals the number of electrons. Makes sense. Protons are positive, electrons are negative. When those numbers are equal, you have a neutral compound. So the number of electrons for this lead here is the same as the number of protons. So 82. So this is all the same for all of the isotopes. What's different with isotopes, that's the number of neutrons. So often you'll be given either neutrons or mass number, and then you can figure the other one out. Sometimes you're given the name in this nuclear notation here with this lead-204. The 204, that's the mass number. So to find the number of neutrons, the mass number equals protons plus neutrons. So 82 plus some number gives us this mass number, 204. So if we have 122 neutrons plus the 82 protons there, that gives us 204. So that gives us the mass number for this lead-204. Likewise, we have lead-206, 207, and 208. And we can calculate the neutrons as well. One way to do it is to take the mass number and subtract the number of protons. So this should be 206 minus 82, that's 124. We can do the other ones as well. So if we had a sample of lead, a block of lead, it would be made up of these different isotopes, these different atoms here. So about 1% of that would be these lead-204 atoms, lead atoms with a mass of 204 and 122 neutrons. Lead-206, about 24%, then we have 22%, and the majority would be lead-208. So when we figure out this number here, this average atomic mass, it's an average of these mass numbers based on how much we have. So if we add these up based on how many they are, we look at the percent abundance, we can figure out the atomic mass, the average atomic mass. So that's this number here. This is Dr. B with the number of protons, neutrons, electrons, and the mass number for lead, Pb. Thanks for watching.